the second Garden of Chaos tournament.
Hello.
And with me on the commentary, I have Janet.
Hey.
Janet, would you like to explain the overall format of this week's tournament?
Okay, so it will be a democracy-style tournament, which means that it's going to be a 1v1 battle to the best of three, where at the start of each match, both players choose their opponent's character, and they can counterpick if they lost the game by choosing their opponent's character again. So basically, no one gets to choose who they're playing.
Okay.
It should be interesting to see.
Yes. We're probably going to stream every match like last week. And so want to start with Fee Bee and AgentAPM?
Yep, that sounds good.
Okay.
I have actually got into spectator mode this time. I'm being very efficient.
Cool.
I should actually tell them in the chat. Let's pretend I didn't say I was being very efficient.
No, you were being very efficient. So efficient that you decided, for a sec, you decided maybe we could cut telling them.
I have told them this actually now, so we have hope.
Okay.
Yep, that is correct, Frostilyte. It's whoever loses chooses who their opponent is playing.
Yes.
So it's kind of similar to normal counterpicks, except that you don't get to actually change who you're playing.
Yes. Instead, you're choosing who you're playing against each time.
You can do it double blind if you want. If you want that, then you can just ask, but otherwise just decide who it is and then send that. But yeah, if you want double blind picking, then yeah, feel free to do double blind picking. Just ask if you want us to say. Okay. That is one pick done. I am not quite at level 200 yet. Still got a while to go there. Haven't been playing as much lately, so yeah.
Alright. Okay, failed to connect to Fee Bee.
That's a weird bug that happens sometimes.
Alright.
So yeah, if you're having that issue, then you probably want to connect to APM just because he doesn't tend to get that.
Yeah, I was actually connected to AgentAPM.
Oh.
So see. They're
Okay.
currently in the character select.
Yep, I am seeing that too. Nice. It looks like Fee Bee will be playing Rook and APM will be playing Lum. So depending on how much they know about these characters, this could be very interesting.
Okay, yeah.
I usually find this is a fairly easy matchup if Rook doesn't know how to handle Lum. A very hard matchup if Rook does.
By the way, if anybody notices like the lack of certain text on screen, that's a bug that will be fixed in the next patch. I have the problem because I play on half screen, which kind of messes with text alignment, but that will be fixed in the next patch. So
have they started? Because I'm stuck in the stage select.
I was stuck in 2, so I'm
I'm gonna re-spectate. Okay. Yeah, I think they had started. Round 1 is Forbidden Knowledge.
The forbidden round.
No one may know.
We only have tales of it from the little bubbles.
Yeah. So it looks like APM won the first round. But Phoebe's already in with this round. It's a very good sign for a Rook. And the round goes to her.
Okay.
Round 3, fight.
Okay. Starting with some zoning from APM here. Got a couple of mini lums going. That's going to be very helpful for him.
Yes.
But Phoebe just blocked those dice and now they're gone. But not really a good escape here. So much chip.
Yeah.
And just...
Perfect.
I'm
Round 4,
guessed
Brutal.
wrong. That is how this matchup can go sometimes. From both sides, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phoebe
APM pushed
has,
straight into the corner.
and that's the match, or the
Oh, that's the round.
round 5, fight.
Xagrand, Twitch fighting back's always a pain. Oh, Phoebe's already in. Lum always has a very difficult time escaping from there, but APM has succeeded. He is out. But he went for an attack that was unsafe.
Yep. Got
Round
command
6,
grabbed.
Fight. Melon. Splat. What's this? Roll the dice. Thunderclap. Melon. Melon. Surprise. What? Melon. Catch. Dice.
Oh, good
I
vine.
just
Surprise.
Good skill coin.
see lots of very good pressure from both sides here. Relatively safe play that keeps the other person at bay and keeps you safe a bit longer. Rook's goal being to stop Lum from doing all of his ridiculousness and to get closer to Lum. Lum's goal being to fear Rook at all costs and flee and set everything up possible.
Yep. But right now, Lum probably needs to go in at such a life deficit.
10 seconds left, down 2 health. No way that chip's happening quick enough. Looks like Fee Bee has won the round.
AgentAPM may be hoping for fireworks or something, or just 4 cherries, but didn't get it.
Yeah, okay. Looks like APM might be choosing a different character for Fee Bee. No, they've just gone back into it.
Okay.
Both of them have characters.
Fight.
I believe the Vines is unsafe on block. normally.
Yeah, but Lum has a kind of hard time dealing with using that well.
Yeah. Still, it looked like Lum probably could have grabbed there, in particular. Oh,
Oh, the unsafe cartwheel.
yes. That said, Rook did take a lot of damage from the fireworks before it came in.
Yeah, hard to say if it's a bad or a good trade, really, because it used up Rook's super, so can't. But it ended badly for APM in the end.
Yeah. Rook generally gets the favor in trades simply because he has more health.
Yeah, you need like 2 or more extra damage to make it a favourable trade for you, which Lum can get.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really not a favourable trade.
Ooh, the skill coin.
Here's your melon. Look at this.
Never safe to jump in on Lum, except when it is, but you don't know when it is.
Yeah.
Nor does Lum.
Round 3.
Fee Bee getting in very effectively here, making it very hard for APM to keep up any setups.
Roll the dice.
Ooh.
But that's not holding APM back from getting lots of damage from things like that.
Splat.
Very brave jumps there.
Have a melon. Surprise. What?
Can work out very well though. Just get
Give me a jackpot.
Ooh.
unsafe jackpot. Did get 1 damage out of it. But none of the setup remained afterwards, making it very hard for Lum to get out. And
Yep.
I wonder if that whiffed neutral play was intentional. Because it did leave APM trying to block so that the throw worked. So it works out.
Melon. Here's your melon.
Good chip management.
What? Catch. Landslide.
But now Fee Bee is in. And so the job is on APM to escape. Which he has managed.
Yes. Quite the life deficit to gain back up, and that's... Oh, wow. Caught in the stunt.
Oh, they
froze.
frozen. Oh, I
Ooh.
got a desync, did you?
Yep, desync.
But if that is what we saw happened, oh, they got desynced too.
Yeah.
That was a cool cartwheel, considering that it actually beat the super, which is really rare.
Yeah.
They got it. So start again. First, if Fee Bee. If APM gets 3 rounds, then okay, because that was a very clear win of that round from APM. So
Yeah.
yeah, Fee Bee just needs to win 1 round now. APM needs to win 3 rounds. At that point, we know who's won that game. Because I don't want to leave it being unfair. Oh, and they are going in.
Okay. Yeah, that was a bad time to desync.
It was such a cool moment, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I am stuck on the thing again.
Yeah, it seems like the first round is normally the forbidden round in general.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
If Fee Bee wins this round, that means we just don't see the end of the match.
Yeah, Frostilyte saying the cartwheel was too strong.
Round 2. Fight.
It truly was. Oh, Fee Bee did win that round, so that means
Here's your melon. Roll the dice.
yeah. So they can stop now.
Yep.
APM's just
AgentAPM.
having a bit of fun with it.
Yep.
That was a very... I can see why he wanted to do that. That was
Round 3.
beautiful.
Alright. So yeah.
Okay. So,
I mean, I believe I can't remember. Oh, I'm thinking of Bombo combos, but there's a lot of combo videos with Lum just seeing how his nonsense can work. Sometimes for him, sometimes against him.
yeah, okay, so Darkness will be playing Setsuki, and Zagrand will be playing Midori.
Okay. So the first one went to Fee Bee.
It's an honor to fight you.
I'm sorry, I missed what you said there.
The first round went to Fee Bee,
Setsuki.
or Fee Bee won.
Yeah, first. Yeah, oh yeah, I should put that into the challenge.
Alright.
It was 2-0. Why is round 1 forbidden?
Huh. Hold on. I disconnected and reconnected, and it said it showed them still on character select.
Oh,
Doing it again. It looks like okay.
oh, are they in the match now for you?
Not yet, but
Okay, so I think they are just on character select for some reason.
yeah. Okay. Zagrand and saying that they hadn't started yet.
Yeah, I think the problem is I was too precise when I wrote up the rules, and I'm not actually following my own rules when I'm telling them when I'm not telling them to start.
Yeah.
Oh, I have actually got stuck on spectators. Pre-round 1.
Okay. Yeah, we should be also asking if they want to do any special rules, since this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
Garden of Chaos.
From what I can hear, this is very exciting.
Yeah, quite a few counters coming from Midori, although many of them were unsuccessful, but
Ah,
or in the
but they
sense
are
that
what
they
you
didn't
need.
hit back.
Oh, good Yomi there.
Okay.
But very good Oki there. Completely making it up for the start, and didn't quite manage to punch the ninja bolt kick. But that throw will take the second round along with the first that I didn't get to see.
Round
Yeah.
3.
Darkness maybe not used to the no reversal life.
Play fair.
Zagrand seeming pretty comfortable with Midori.
KO.
Nearly got hit by that anti-air.
Round 4.
Well spaced, so
Fight.
Dragon has actually still not come out.
oh, but got countered or parried rather.
Perfect.
Looks like Dragon is unnecessary.
You win.
Zagrand fought fair.
Honestly, that is my general experience of that matchup. Dragon keeps Setsuki scared, but Human works very well.
Yeah, Zagrand saying, I have a better Midori than Dragon. And yeah, I guess in that match, if you're not careful about when you go out of Dragon form, you can get you can get punished for 4.
Yeah, it is possible for one hit from Setsuki to just kill you because it combos into a lot. and then dragon transforms into human, and then there's another 3 to 4 hit that combo.
Yeah.
I have had that happen to me in a tournament before. It was painful. It looks like Xagrand will be playing AgentAPM next.
Okay.
And apparently, I
Setsuki.
should check Xagrand's pronouns.
Will patience prevail?
I don't know. Xagrand is happy about being AgentAPM. So, this could be interesting.
Okay. Gonna go out and go back in to watch. Make sure. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Looks
and we
like
are
they're
into the match. Round 1 is to be known. It's no longer forbidden.
Yes.
Round 1. Fight.
Starlight?
Let's see these forbidden techniques.
Oh, Setsuki got in, but Arg managed to throw Darkness out again. Lots of ninja ports here, but it's working.
Yep. And yeah, that doesn't get
Dodged the fish, but got through. And trapped in the corner. Impending chip death.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. That was a good anti-air.
Round 2.
Yeah, blocked both and then was able to punish.
Starlight?
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. It can be quite hard to keep up with cross-ups there.
Yeah.
Ooh, good mix-up there with the ninja port.
And going for a bunch of ninja parts into throw.
Can Arg...
Round 3.
is Arg safe from ninja ports? Is there an option he has, or is he just doomed?
I don't remember. At the very least, if he has bubble, he probably does, but if he doesn't have bubble, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think the only thing that might work for him is back air outside of bubble.
Yeah, if anything, it would be back A, and that may... don't know. Back A is really good, though.
It really is. It is
Round 4.
It is
Yeah.
pure suffering.
Fight.
It's just every single air attack you can do if Arg sees it coming. Petra says Arg wakes up with a smile and his fishy face every day because he's Arg,
KO.
which is good. And true, I'm sure.
Round 5. Fight. Enter.
Too fast?
Oh, good Yoni counter there.
Ooh,
Oh, but got caught out of the ninja port with the drill, which is unexpected.
yep. And yeah,
Arg in the corner with 1 health is an unhappy Arg,
6.
yeah.
Fight.
particularly without super. Blocked the ninja port and got to... got poison and big... managed to... Oh, was set up, but now Setsuki Darkness is in and has cleared off the poison. But
Xagrand realizing
ninja
that
port, but-
Setsuki's pretty much always going for the throw.
Round 7. Fight.
and managed to take that round. Turned the tables there.
Too fast for ya?
Oh,
Oh, that was an unexpected. Did not see that coming. Didn't see the throw coming.
yeah. That said, Setsuki was going for, like, a lot of just jump in, do nothings. Now that I'm
True.
thinking about it.
And Darkness takes this game.
Yeah.
Will we be seeing a counter pick on the Grand side?
Arkagar looked like he was doing well for a while there, but
Yeah.
Agent got the term. I'm forgetting the word. The run back.
That is a word I've heard, yes.
Yes.
Okay, and looks like Darkness will be playing De Grey.
Okay.
De Grey.
Justice.
Do you play either of these characters?
I play DeGray. He's one of my. He and is tied with Lump for probably my best characters, so this should be fun to watch.
Okay.
See how much Darkness knows this matchup. Usually, in my experience of it, DeGray is constantly going for back A and trying to stay in at all costs, and basically giving Arg lots of options to choose to die.
Okay.
Oh,
So.
I am unable to watch round 1.
Well, okay. So, the Gray gets a Truth Punch. And,
Good start.
keeping Arg in the corner, whiffs a throw, but doesn't get punished for whiffing. Arg's still in the corner, but, wasn't able to
Round 2.
do it in time.
Fight. Gotcha.
And so now round 2, we have another Truth Punch. Arg
Going very well
expecting-
for Darkness.
Yes.
But Zagrand managed to get out of the corner. But now they're back in mid-screen. Okay.
Yep. And
Gray
Gray
poisoned
is
and held
pretty
back
much
by
dead
Fish.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, got
But
close
the
enough.
value.
Wow.
I think
well,
thanks to that tiny bit of block stun.
Round 3.
Yes. Yeah, the block stun. Poison doesn't take down during block stun, so that helped them enough.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
it hit.
trade.
I was thinking that's just be purely the big fish hitting there. Oh, Zagrand with a good read there.
Yep.
Round 4.
Taking that health away. Not relying on poison since it didn't work out that other time.
Lots of good keep away here.
Ooh.
Meaning so there aren't many good options for Darkness.
Round
And the ones that are there require patience, which is very hard to have when you're currently poisoned and you're playing a character who can only attack from close.
Yeah, Zagrand seems to have some skills with Arg. Maybe not main level, but or may not be one of his mains, but still pretty good.
Yeah, knows what he should do in lots of situations, lots of good throws and forward aids, and that is the map.
You win.
Okay.
So that is 2-1 for Zagrand.
Okay, so let's see.
Submitted. So next is Frostilyte versus Fee Bee.
Okay. Let's see.
I've received one of the picks.
Let's see.
I should probably actually spectate them.
Yeah. So Phoebe. Watch.
Okay. So we are going to be seeing Fee Bee on Jaina and Frosty on Geiger. As Zagrand says, he's played every single character for 3 weeks, which is, yeah, that's a good way to get the hang of
You wanna
characters.
fight?
Okay.
Geiger.
It's my time.
Looks like they're settled on not playing with a rule set, which is fine. It's an entirely optional thing.
Yes. It looks like or Badly it in the chat keeps on combining the names for each of the matchups. This one is Jagger. The last one was Argray. Argargarg and DeGray. As a punter, I love these.
Yeah, this is very good.
Just have to concentrate on the match for the most part.
Okay, a good time stop punish there from Frostilyte, taking a round. With
Okay.
mix up that is very hard to handle because,
Fight.
yeah,
I'm actually surprised someone picked Geiger for their opponent.
Flash gear.
yeah. But I guess under the assumption that your opponent won't be able to play Geiger to the same strength as a Geiger main, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Still,
He is the most infuriating character to fight, hands down.
Just a moment.
Second only
Definitely.
to an ARG that knows exactly what you're going to do next.
Flash gear.
definitely like, unless you know that Geiger isn't one of their mains, wouldn't really pick them.
Round 4.
But it does seem to be going well for Phoebe.
Yes.
Drop gear.
Presumably she knows how to fight Geiger very well at this point then.
Time spiral.
Yes.
Drop gear. Just a moment.
Yep.
But
And
time stop for 2 damage.
Time spiral.
Good reactions on that. I know that when I played Geiger, mess that up constantly.
Gear.
More often than I make it work. I'll guess the drop gear, I think, but it didn't happen.
Drop gear.
Good
Yeah.
arrow pressure here, but now Geiger has super, so
Time spiral.
Phoebe has to be a lot more
Time spiral.
reluctant to use arrows
Oh, wow.
for fear of Frostilyte's vengeance.
Just a moment.
And I think you get a actually, it might be too far for that. Yep.
Yeah, that was out of throw range, I think.
Round 5.
Neutral A might have worked, I'm not sure.
Drop gear.
Also, good arrow setups for stopping someone from coming close, but Geiger doesn't need to get close.
Drop gear.
So Geiger can just dodge arrows and wait.
Drop gear.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
Oh, was this too late? I don't think it was.
Flash gear.
Oh, it was.
Flash gear.
Probably would have been safe if they didn't commit to
Round
the
6. Fight.
flash gear.
Yeah. So I don't think that one could have been thrown, so Time Spiral would have made that safe.
Yeah.
And got chip.
Time spiral.
Or maybe a throw would have got a damage out.
Yeah. It seemed a bit late, so going for safer options probably would have been a good idea.
Time spiral. Time spiral.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Okay.
even trying to Yomi counter, just in case they thought they could maybe punish it.
Fight.
Yeah, Frostlight managing to stay just at arm's reach at in that game, getting plenty of damage and escaping the corner.
Drop gear.
But now he's trapped in the corner again.
Flash gear.
But the flash gear will put him in a good position.
Yeah.
But still took the 2 damage combo. Lots of successful flash gears here. They are even in terms of health now.
Ooh.
But Phoebe landed on the gear.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Drop gear. Time spiral.
And Dragon Hearts through the gear.
Yeah, I can see why Phoebe was confident about fighting Geiger. This is
Yeah.
a really typical matchup for Jaina from what I've heard and thought.
Time spiral.
And even despite that, the match is pretty much even.
Time spiral.
Yeah.
Guessed the drop gear, ended up losing the round, and thus the match. Well, not the
Yeah.
match, the game. Not the
No.
match. The match is still going.
Yeah, the YOLO ground supers didn't seem to work so well. Possibly done too early. In
Yeah,
that
because
Geiger
then they
hadn't
won't drop
pressed
there.
the button yet.
And yeah, and Frostlight I know tends to play very defensively, which means that that would be less likely to work anyway, I think. We are
Yeah.
not seeing the counter.
No.
Oh, good anti-air arrow there.
Time spiral. Drop gear.
Ooh, that was a good combo.
Drop gear.
Frostlight
Drop gear.
on 1 health,
Time spiral.
and in chip range, and the Dragon Heart will land it.
Yep.
Round 2.
No way out of that unless you had or you used super. which might just
Maybe-
be worth saving
Yeah.
to the
Would
next
Flash
round.
Gear have beaten it?
Well, Flash Gear probably would have, like... I think you would have still been able to do the damage because I think Dragonheart lasts longer. Or,
Oh. Yeah, I wasn't sure, so.
ooh,
Oh,
Land
how
on
the arrow is slightly longer than Frostlight was expecting.
Pause. Drop here.
oh,
Frostlight going for just standing in the corner and hoping to wait for mistakes, but didn't quite manage to punish that with Dragonheart.
yeah.
Neither player wanting to commit to anything right now.
Time spiral.
Because Fee Bee knows that anything could get time stopped. Frostlight knew that he was 1 health, which, yeah.
Oh.
I have been disconnected from the server,
Yeah, me too.
which unfortunately, I think that means that they will either, I think they'll still be in the match, which means we might not be able to see the rest of this match, unfortunately. Hope not.
Unfortunate. And unfortunately, we don't have, like, I didn't get my cameras installed in their houses yet, so we can't switch to those.
We should start procrastinating with that.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a huge privacy problem, but they don't need to know.
Yeah, I mean, I've been meaning to call the government about it. So... while we're...
It might be our match soon because it depends on how this one goes, because we won't get to see the servers. Everyone got disconnected from the servers. So if how this goes is that I think Fee Bee wins this game, then we see the end of that game.
Yeah.
Well, that match. Because that would make it 1-1, and hopefully they would end up getting disconnected from each other and be able to join the spectating.
Yeah. We'll see. Let's look at the chat, see if there's anything we missed. That's interesting. See.
Okay, and it looks like it looks like that Fee Bee won that, which means Fee Bee will be playing Rook next.
Alright.
So yeah,
Okay.
that means it is 1-1, and we will be getting to see the rest of the match.
Okay.
Apparently something came up in the middle of the game to do with the server reset. I have no idea what, but apparently a super was necessary to clear it off, which is fun.
And
So yeah, we will be seeing Rook versus Geiger.
Okay. Will we get to see the forbidden round?
But yeah, Jaina versus Geiger wasn't mean enough. It has to.
Well, it looks like we'll be seeing it on my end at the very least.
And my end, nice.
Good.
Good
Okay.
earthquake to start the round. Already in. No chance of super to escape.
Yep.
But guessed right with the flash kick.
Yes.
So
Still took
Frostilyte
damage
is
from
now-
it, though.
Yeah. But getting away is well worth that damage.
Yes.
Time spiral. Drop here. Time spiral. Time spiral.
In a very comfortable position for zoning now. Has to get either.
Time spiral.
Is going to have a lot of trouble dealing with managing to deal with Chip in this position.
Flash here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Got a bit greedy with the flash gears. It would be beautiful if that worked, but
I do believe Fee Bee could have gotten a throw after the flash gear after his super.
maybe I couldn't have tell. I couldn't tell at all.
If you time it right, you can get a regular throw afterwards on on Oki. I don't remember if it was on Oki though.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of because it was after a flash gear, but yeah, that was a good Yomi there, getting a lot of, and also escaping the corner, giving the entire rest of the screen to back off into for the rest of this match. Not match, round. I never use the correct words. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Honestly, the correct round or the correct terminology is
Round 3. Fight.
yeah, it can be a bit hard to gauge or remember for this game.
Yeah, particularly when you're trying to also talk about it at the same time.
Yes. Good super.
Yeah, that's 3 damage. That's half Geiger's health. Oh, really good command throw there.
Just a moment.
I think
Probably
that was a
not
bit too far away
punishable.
with that nuclear, actually.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral.
Okay. Frostlight in a very terrifying position to be in now, and there goes.
Round 4. Fight.
Always nice when the just random poke at the start of the round gets you a bit of damage.
Yeah.
But in the corner, Bart managed to get Fee Bee to back off there with that flash gear.
Yep.
Ooh,
Equal health.
dropped it to hit. Oh, good combo there. Always scary to do that, I remember.
Round 5.
Yeah.
If you don't know if you're going to still be active. Well, you do, but you can never be sure. Good use of 2 hits to stop the landslide there.
Yeah.
Lots of good drop gears.
Honestly, landslide is mostly where you want to use it is when you have the opponent knocked down just for spacing things.
Yeah, sometimes in certain matchups it will go for a trade and give you advantage spacing, which is good. But I don't know if that's ever a thing with Geiger.
Fight.
Maybe if you predict time spiral and you guess right.
Yeah. When you do that, it's generally like you're predicting what the other person is doing thing as well. Like, you
Yeah,
have to generally be already committed to something.
oh,
Good job.
and beat it clean. That was a good super. Seen lots of good supers from Phoebe. But Frostlight doing a good job just keeping back just enough to be very painful for Rook. Oh, but the Earthquake landed. That's a lot of space gained for Phoebe. But landed off the time spiral.
Oof.
Just, yeah. And that is this match for Frostilyte.
Lose.
1-2-1.
Yeah.
So the next match will be Frostilyte versus Xagrand. Actually, or should we go through...
Yeah, we can go through
losers first?
losers right now. Yeah.
Make it so that whoever wins, gets through losers, isn't too exhausted by the time they get to the grand finals. So Darkness versus AgentAPM.
Okay. Darkness.
Okay, I've received 1 pick. Ooh. And we will be seeing the I would simply press all the best buttons rule set, where they both have to send a set of remats for their controls, and the other player has to play those.
Cool.
Which means that no one really has the muscle memory of what button does what, which is fun. Rook mirrors aren't just a matching throw contest, by the way, Petra, or Roselace. Yeah. They are... apparently Darkness doesn't want to play that rule set.
Okay. That is fair. Insert Midori emoji.
But yeah, it's not just a matching throw contest. You want to do a command throw after they do. Because whoever does it last wins. And also
Yeah.
Vines beats that, and there's a lot of really delicate spacing and pressure tools that you need to use. Which are really weird and kind of unintuitive. But, yeah. It was a very fun matching throw contest last week, though, with the one where neither player could see what was happening.
Yes. Although, one of those games was kind of one of the players not realizing they didn't have control of the game wasn't necessarily.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun, but it wasn't exactly a mashing contest.
No, one of them was doing the little opposite. They were
Yeah.
pressing no buttons at any point throughout the game until...
Or perhaps they were
finally
mashing
realized.
so hard, nothing came through.
Wait, hang on, I'm spectating the wrong person, whoops.
So let's see.
Have they started the game?
Not from what I can see. But they might have. I decided to respectate just in case.
Okay, so either we have a forbidden first round or they haven't. I've told them they can start if they haven't yet started. Oh,
Round 3.
it was forbidden first 2 rounds. That was unexpected. So, Darkness has taken the first 2 rounds of this game.
Yeah.
APM managed to get form, but Darkness is pressuring with dive kick and messed up the super.
Yeah. Choosing
Meaning
Jaina
that-
for Darkness maybe wasn't the best decision.
Maybe thought that he'd end up playing someone who was advanced,
Yeah, maybe.
but ended up playing Rook, so...
I mean, yeah.
Round 4.
Still, Jaina is one of Darkness's main, so.
Yeah, she's in his team. He has won a tournament on a TPK tournament with her, along with Geiger and Grave.
Maybe thought that they'd be able to block all of Jaina's Dragon Hearts and then just throw once. Still,
Yeah, but I don't think he knew who would be playing Rook, so
yeah.
Win.
Definitely,
I'm guessing there will be a change of who Darkness is playing here.
yeah.
Okay. Who will we be seeing?
Let's look.
Valerie.
Okay.
Rook. Unshakable.
I have an idea.
I don't think I've seen Darkness play Valerie, so this could be very interesting. No reversal, no zoning tool,
Yeah.
and honestly, hard match for Valerie.
Round 1. Fight.
Particularly against someone who knows how to play up to this extent.
Yep. And
And just went with strikes every single time, and it worked out.
Fight.
yep.
Taking the first, that means APM has taken the first round. And blocked and punished the yellow, guessing the cross correctly. And now has Darkness trapped in the corner.
Doing
One
the
time and got it.
Doing the command throw, probably hedging against super.
Round 3.
Yeah, that would have beaten Super's, which, yes, since Darkness gets that one reversal when he has Super, it might have been a good guess. But it also works as an anti-air. Good use of the side mid anti-yellow being safe, but ended up getting caught out afterwards. But has got out, but it's not safe on block.
Yep.
Round 4. Fight.
That is APM 3 rounds up. Ooh, that Earthquake was effective.
And
Landed the command throw.
one more mix up. Oh,
Good anti-air. And the Earthquake beats the forward air through trade, giving
Yes.
APM that game. Yep, we are seeing another counter pick.
Unshakable.
Who will we be seeing APM made to play? Jaina. That's unexpected, but sure.
Valerie.
I have an idea.
Oh, because Darkness is Valerie. I was thinking Darkness was Rook for some reason.
You want to fight?
yeah.
That's less unexpected. This is an interesting matchup, but once Valerie gets in, it's Jaina.
Round 1.
Don't know who's advantaged, but
Careful.
Valerie can do things just like that and win rounds very quickly.
Yes.
Round 2. Fight.
Good play from Darkness there. Oh, good throw from APM.
Counter.
Having to play very carefully to stop all of Darkness's options, but ended up getting thrown out of that Dragon Heart. That was a 1 round. There was no way out of that.
Yeah. Agent APM having a hard time figuring out this matchup.
Yeah.
But maybe. Nope.
Oh, good anti there.
Darkness found his one reversal.
Just going for some pokes there. And ended up getting the throw and winning that round.
Round 4. Fight.
Ooh.
Blocked the Dragon Heart. That was a very safe zip, I think. So if APM had Dragon Hearted that,
Perfect.
and that's the round.
Round 5.
Darkness very good at just getting in here.
Yep.
Good
Agent
anti-air.
APM not knowing the spacing in order to avoid all this.
Counter.
Good
But
combo there, good air to air, and that arrow will win that round.
Round 6. Fight.
Good at just catching Darkness out with unexpected moves, I think. Which is a very important tool in this game.
ooh, messed up the media.
See what your opponent thinks you're going to do and do something else. That wasn't a safe jump, unfortunately, for APM. Now they are back into screen, but that is the next round for APM. Match
Okay.
point for both these players.
Fight.
We'll see.
Good comeback.
Starting with YOLO. Only got hit for 1.
Fire!
Yeah,
Surprising.
apparently it was fairly safe.
Burn!
Good anti-air Dragon Heart.
Burn!
Ah, got
Yeah,
caught.
that doesn't have that
Down.
many invincibility frames.
So
it-
that means that was APM who won it, I believe.
Yes, I think so.
So that was 2-1.
So, doing
So we are
agent,
watching. Yep,
agent versus
Fee
Phoebe.
Bee. Yep, Fee Bee versus APM here. I shall tell them. And then after this, we will be watching Frostilyte versus XagrandK. I've received 1 pick. Okay, who will the other player be playing? Who will Phoebe be playing? 'Cause I can't tell you who Zagrand's going to be playing just because if Zagrand is listening, that's not how blind picks work.
What? You don't
I-
blind pick publicly?
I mean, if they're doing blind picks, then I can't really say. Is the problem. Oh, and oh, apparently I accidentally said the wrong person. Zagrand's not even in this match. Yeah. Whoops. I was looking at the list of people I'd said were playing next, not now. Okay. So APM will be playing Grave, and Phoebe will be playing Geiger.
Okay.
I am very sorry, Zagrand. That was a bit of a fake out there that I didn't. And apparently, next match we will be seeing play by feel, which is fun
Oh, absolutely.
because that one they don't get to see what they're doing.
Yes, or in some cases, what they're not doing.
Oh, APM has suggested that they play the jaywalking moveset, a rule set for this round, which is where, if I put it, where they're not allowed to walk. They have to use moves to do the walking.
Hmm.
So, if Phoebe agrees to that, I have no idea how that will go.
Yeah.
But oh, and it is agreed to.
Okay.
They will not be allowed to walk.
Okay.
Which is fun when they're both zoners.
Yeah.
Not much you can really. Oh god, having to neutral jump time spirals is always hard. Oh, that was a walk there from APM. It looks like Phoebe is not letting that go and just taking it around.
Okay. See if I can get in. Okay. Here we go.
Round 2.
But yeah, they're allowed to do little micro walks that they accidentally do when performing moves, because that would be horrible to not be allowed to
Just
do.
a moment.
And
On the same time,
rel-
we've got oh, Oh, wind. I didn't even see that happen.
And see.
And that is 2 rounds for Phoebe here.
Round 3. Fight.
Who would this generally favor without being able to move?
I think Geiger's advantage in options for moving around. But I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Graves' sword would be quite good for punishing any of those things. And also the wind will stop the projectiles without having to jump them.
Oh,
Like happened there.
one thing about not being able to move, you can't block.
Oh god, I hadn't realised that.
Uh,
I genuinely hadn't thought about that when I added this rule set.
yeah. I mean,
Thank you for this chaos, Ritty Elko, who suggested this rule set. Looked like that was a bit of an accidental walk there, but if they allow it, then they allow it.
yeah. It seems like they're generally allowing like jump movement. So,
Yeah, which I think it makes sense because you're not.
yeah. And since they're both doing it, I don't think we should call it or
Yeah,
anything.
since I hadn't specified whether it was allowed before, I will add that to the specification now, saying that jumping is allowed.
Yeah, jump movement.
Jump. Will we be seeing a counterpick? I would assume so, because Geiger is a very tough opponent to face playing this, well, playing in general, let alone in this particular rule set. Okay, who will we be seeing the counterpick as?
See.
De Grey.
Okay.
That's a very interesting one because while De Grey does have lots of options, he relies on very careful spacing.
Yeah. And also,
Half of his mix-ups require micro-walks.
in this particular matchup, backstep can often be just fireballed.
Fight.
Yeah.
And without being able to...
But at the same time, the Ghost will successfully stop fireballs.
Yes. That is
Oh,
true.
that was a good use of the backstep there to dodge that sword and get it without risking it a safe sword. Wind is out. Oh, that was some walking there from APM. Will that be allowed?
I didn't see it.
It was very momentary after the wind,
Okay.
so
3.
nothing that would devastate the matchup. Oh. Unsafe final arbiter.
Yes.
Or possible to do that with. It looks like APM was doing quite a bit of walking there, but at the same time, Venom,
Round 4.
Yeah.
and I can see why it's very hard to lose. Try to block these attacks. It seems to have ended up kind of being a variant of more jump attack focused ones. Oh, and a good jump attack. That was just,
Phoebe owned
Oh,
that
wait.
battle.
yeah. Seemed to really know what she was doing, both with De Grey and how to use De Grey in that matchup.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I guess
next
not
up-
being able or having a hard time blocking your opponent would be really bad again or really hard to do against De Grey.
Yeah. APM is saying that he can't counterpick in the board. You can, you just slightly messed up there with picking a character that turned out to work really well against you.
Yeah.
But you never know how well a character's going to guess, but you can't be sure. Okay. So that was 2-0. Oh, one thing I was thinking was something I should ask is, do all of you in chat think we should do a Swiss-style tournament in future? Rather than a double elimination tournament? Because it's not really meant to be this huge competitive thing, and yeah. Okay, so next up is Frostilyte versus Zagrand.
Yeah, this is already enough nonsense. Having holes in it would make it even better.
That is exactly what Swiss means.
Yes, totally.
Okay, we have received both picks. Zagrand will be playing Midori. Frostilyte will be playing Agagarg.
Okay. Watch.
And unless they change their mind now, play by feel style.
Okay. We're having a blind match.
Gonna
Argagar
be
versus
fun.
Midori. Okay.
Okay, we have received no one saying they don't want a Swiss style tournament, and 2 people saying it could be fun, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking Swiss style tournament next week. Woo! Gonna be interesting to see how that goes. We won't just be able to watch every single match that time, though. So we're
Yeah.
gonna actually have to decide. Haven't had to decide who we watched yet.
Yeah.
Argagarg.
There's probably certain silly formats that wouldn't work, so we'll have to think about that at the end of this.
Yeah, actually. Because you can't really just lose. You can't really just drop out of the tournament. You can't be. Yeah, so that means the dex doesn't work. But apart from that, I think every other style works.
Let's see.
Midori, it's an honor to fight you.
Okay. And both of their monitors or TVs are off.
Okay.
Oh, could you not hear the stream before APM?
Yeah.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. Okay. So they're playing blind.
Neither of these players have any.
Okay.
They know from when things hit, what they hear,
Zagrand
and what they've done.
doing the
It seems to be a very effective strategy.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
working very well.
Perfect. Round 2.
Frostilyte hasn't found the counter to that yet.
I think all you need is a bluefish, but
Yeah. Although that might need to be. Oh.
that works.
Zagrand's
It's still going.
sticking-
It's still. It's safe when you can't see it. And
Well.
that's round 2 with Mashing Bee.
Okay.
Fight.
Luckily for anyone who dislikes the spamming, there is a rule set for if you don't want them to spam.
Yep. Yeah.
And
We'll
they're
have,
tied on health.
we'll have to see if
seems like
anybody
it's-
wants to do like two like rule sets at the same time.
Yeah, as long as they don't contradict each other, that's entirely.
Fight.
But it seems like Frostlight has figured out how to handle
Yeah.
one round and doing very.
Zagrand
Very well this round.
now doing a different strat. Do jump,
Doing
but
them
we're
in the
doing
air.
exactly the same thing.
Neither, but it seems to be working out more in Frostlight's favour.
Yeah.
Well, neither of them are getting much damage. Frostlight
mean-
gets to anti-air sometime.
Still, Zagrand, it took Frostilyte a little longer to do it, and now Zagrand is doing a different thing. Well, he's
Oh, got the
poisoned.
poison off. Now all that Frostilyte needs to do is just
Oop, got
but
crossed up.
hard to judge
Oh.
the cross-ups. But he's figured out the cross-ups are happening.
Well,
Oh, didn't get the juggle there.
okay.
In theory, would have known the juggle was happening, but it's still hard to figure out from sound alone.
Round 6.
Yeah.
Fight.
One of the fun things here is they don't actually know when they're getting. They can guess it from other information, but they don't actually know.
Ooh.
This seems to be very effective with cross-ups. But the bubble shield does beat it.
Well,
I mean, Arg can, in theory, cleanly beat this every time with back A, but
yeah, it needs to be timed. Oof.
so that
Cross-up
seems to be a
City.
winning strategy. Will we be seeing a counterpick?
Yeah. That one's probably hard because, depending on what you did last, it may be a cross-up or not a cross-up.
Yeah.
Normally, that move is fairly punishable because it's very visible and stuff. But
Okay, so Frostlight is saying that no counterpick.
okay,
Saying might as well play with the same characters again.
yeah. Otherwise, you'll have to rethink the matchup.
So I might find more strategies of that kind for him to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Because right now, there's a clear way to figure out how to beat it, at least, even if it's something that's hard to pull off.
Yeah. Better the devil you know.
Yeah. Ooh. Winning cleanly there. Trying to beat it with lots of jumps, it seems. Just backing off now.
Yeah.
Running away from the unstoppable strategy.
Oof.
Algagog's neutral A does not seem to be that. Which
Yeah.
means why I don't tend to see that done. So I didn't know if it would beat it.
You have to do it early enough in order for it to
Yeah,
actually work.
before it becomes active, it looks like.
Yeah. While it's going up rather than when it's going down. Okay. Maybe we'll see more airfish. Oop.
It's very hard to keep track of the precise spacing of which side it's going to hit.
Yes.
And it seems to be very hard for Frostlight to know the exact timing of it as well.
Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, throws would work APM, but you'd need to know that they're landing just in front of you. And when they're landing, and... yeah. It's definitely possible.
Okay.
But
And Midori has one more life to help deal with this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, comboing NA into FA is definitely a possible. You know that they're up there because they did their jump C.
Oof.
But Frostlight seems to have trouble with timing things so they happen as that lands. So maybe against another opponent this wouldn't work so well, it's hard to know. But it's working. Oh, but got the throw.
Yeah. That's probably pretty specific timing.
Yeah, you need to do it as they land before they jump it. Got the timing for that. Seems to have figured out the timing for things in general, but got hit with the cross up there.
Yeah. Frostilyte.
Counter spam. It's working.
Yep.
That was the first round of this game.
5.
Frostilyte realizing maybe I shouldn't focus.
Maybe I shouldn't be playing properly. I can play.
Yeah.
I can play this way too.
Yeah, maybe timing isn't the best strategy here. Just spamming.
It's working.
Yep.
I mean, the thing is, in theory, it should be working even better than this because you can get 2 damage out of each landing one when it captures.
Okay,
That's round 2.
Frostilyte bringing it back. Maybe.
Round 6.
We'll
Hopefully.
see.
Xagrand might change the strat though.
Hasn't yet.
Nope. Oof.
Wonder if that was intentional or accident.
Oof. Okay. Ooh.
And there goes the match.
Okay.
Got caught out with a slightly off-timed one.
Win.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's a grand fight with no sound. You're not meant to fight with no sound. Because that way you have no idea what's happened. But, yeah, you're meant to fight with no ability to see.
Yes.
Ways you can do that include turning off the screen or completely stop you being able to hear, turning around. Feels like complaining about Midori now.
Okay.
Okay, so that was that match. Oh, Zagrand couldn't hear either. Oh,
Ooh.
that would make spamming a much better strategy. Otherwise, you had to try to judge things by information you had no idea about.
Wow.
But yeah, now we know that timing when you can't see is much harder than you'd think, presumably.
Absolutely.
This is very educational. Okay, Frostilyte versus Fee Bee next. Discord?
Okay, let's see.
Because yeah, in theory, your neutral strategy would have hard to judge but possible, and you could have done back A to bait it as well if you knew exactly where. That's also very hard to do because most players, I'm pretty sure, will judge that by sight.
Yeah, and also, one thing about it is that often Frostilyte didn't know which side they were on, so then it's hard to spam back A when you accidentally get forward A.
Oh, true. I hadn't even considered that. Neutral A is the safest option then.
Yes.
We have got the matchup. Fee Bee will be playing Rook, Frostilyte will be playing Midori. Using super. How are you using super to figure out which side? Oh, you figure out. Ah, it's clever.
Let's see.
Ah, sound systems are very effective in the blind player, I guess.
Okay.
Rook. Unshakable.
Yeah, it's very fun being the ones actually sorting this out, because that means we don't have to play these things. As though we're not forcing anyone to play any of them. People can just decline. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this time they can both see.
Yes.
So jumping won't be anywhere near as powerful. My usual experience of this matchup is that human Midori just is very vulnerable to Rook because most of his buttons will lose to a command throw, like that. But Dragon is much more powerful than Rook, where a few of Dragon's options will lose to, say, Vi.
Yeah, generally when in Dragon form, you seem to need to play really defensively.
Round 2.
Yeah.
Fight.
If you manage to get Dragon form, you probably...
Yeah.
Typically think your command throw wins out of both command throws. Even if you start first.
Fines.
Yeah.
You last that long. It even beats Rook's super.
Yeah. And also normal
Okay.
throws from Rook are pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Because
Is
if
in-
Midori counters, he has Dragon.
Yeah.
Round 3. Fight.
So he loses. Well, not losing. Rook's entire mix-up changes how it's prioritized.
Yeah.
Okay, and Fee Bee is in and has won the round.
Round 4. Fight. Fines. Landslide. Windmill crusher.
Frostilyte does have Dragon form. And, yep, 4 damage. Okay.
That's what happens with Dragon
Like,
is
one more mix-up.
very scary.
And... Yikes.
Wins with the Dragon Sweep.
Round 5.
Good guess with the command throw there.
Yeah, even super command throw often loses to Dragon command throw. So, definitely,
Very
Midori
hard to look at
favorite.
it. But Rook Fee Bee is still winning with Rook.
6.
Yes.
Doing a very good job here. On game point.
Rook can bully normal Midori. And that, kids, is why you don't fight fair.
Good defensive play from Frostilyte there, but didn't jump for the super.
Yep.
Went for a command throw that wasn't guaranteed.
Yeah, that
Lost
was
that.
a safe meaty. Should have blocked and then tried something.
Yeah, I have often fallen for that trick myself. Looks like we're seeing a counter pick. So who does Frostilyte think Midori's advantaged against? Valerie. Okay.
Midori, it's an honor to fight you. Valerie.
I have an idea.
I don't know this matchup very well.
Fight.
One of the most important things to note is Midori basically can't be, because Valerie can block that on a reaction and then gets 2 free damage.
Ah,
The Psy Magenta always lands after
yeah.
Frostilyte straight in with a throw.
You think playing Midori for a while, I would know at least something about this matchup.
I play Midori too, and that's the biggest thing I can see. And Dragon Buff is very scary because if you guess right, that's 40% of Valerie. If you guessed wrong,
Oh yeah, I guess I did
that's
know
probably
that.
40% of your health.
I guess I did know that Dragon good. Although, command throw, bad.
Yeah.
Round 3. Fight.
Dragon's V is easily the safest option. It isn't always safe. Got a good throw after the Dragon D-Trap.
Yep.
and getting thrown in turn. Or safe one.
Yeah.
Or could have won the round there.
Yeah,
But didn't.
maybe. Or at the very
The
least,
rainbow dust would go away too soon.
yeah, at the very least, even if she wouldn't have been able to get another damage,
Fight.
like, there was no consequence to continuing trying, since it was still going.
Yeah.
Should have gone for a regular throw there, rather than the command throw.
Yeah, command throw always with lots of damage, I find. Because it's infinite armor, and that means infinite chances to hit you still going.
Yeah.
Round
Only limited by how quickly they can press the button.
Honestly, part of the reason dragon armor is can't be terrible is that it has infinite armor. You'd think that would be a buff, but
It makes people say you can be in. Everything combos.
yeah.
KO. Perfect. Round 6. Fight.
Fee Bee doing very well with this, but Frostlyte still up with 2 rounds. Just has to win another 2 and will take this game. But Frostlyte just needs to win the 1. I mean, Fee Bee has to win the 1 rather. Seems to be successfully waiting out the dragon. And he has.
Yep.
And Frostlyte
Perfect.
letting that come.
You win.
Maybe planning to go try to throw out of something or not.
Okay.
But that is the match with 2-0. Fee Bee winning. Meaning that the grand finals will be versus Fee Bee.
Yep. Xagrand versus Fee Bee. Xagrand is in the grand finals. Okay, so
It's hard to keep people in the corner.
okay.
Okay, they're in.
Unshakable.
And this is who they will be playing.
Rook versus
Will there be a
Rum.
rule set? Have they gone out of the character select for you?
They hadn't. Still haven't. The Grand saying, sorry, I don't know how to propose.
Propose a rule just by saying it.
You can say it in the Discord.
Yeah, you just need to suggest it in the disc. If Fee Bee agrees, then you're playing that rule set.
Yeah. And if you want to see, I will post, like, I don't think this is what you're asking, but I'm posting the rules where that has all the rule sets, just in case that was what you were asking. The Grand.
Yeah, so yeah, normally play by field. no sight, but yeah, there is no real reason. Even more limited version, as long as your opponent agrees to it.
Yeah. Perhaps we should add a rule set where you no sound. No,
I'm not
that's
sure how
not
that would
actually that
influence much.
interesting.
You can propose it freely, but yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like the most interesting.
Phoebe says she'll play it if she has sound. So if Zagrand agrees to that, and they will be playing standard play by feel, it looks like.
Okay. I'd say that probably...
I'd say Lum's going to be advantaged here, actually. Because as long as Lum can throw out lots of items, see them to know how to deal with them.
Sure, but Lum often gets a lot of, like, in order to keep the opponent away, he has to time things right, or like in order to go in. He'd be pretty susceptible to Rook's throws.
Yeah, once Rook's in, Lum is going to suffer.
Yeah. Safe jumps may not quite be as safe because you can't time them to win Rook. But yeah. Not being able to react at, like, but yeah, mini Lum might be really hard, like, or if a mini Rook appears, that's even worse. Rook's just walking forward and clashing with his own kid.
Okay, they are both ready.
Okay. This play by feel seems to be a fan favorite.
Yeah, people seem to enjoy playing it. This is the third time we're seeing it, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, it was absolutely a joy to watch, so.
Oh, apparently this is a rematch from Frosty 4.
Oh,
Interesting.
neat.
Were they playing these characters in Frosty 4? Or what is it just they played each other and haven't played since?
Frostilyte says it's a fan favorite because it's dumb, but also fun. Which is the sort of the point of this tournament.
Rook, unshakable.
Okay.
Round 1. Fight.
Well,
Fight.
Good start there. Oh, and okay.
oh, good.
I was worried that it was going to be the same this time.
Okay. Ah, but the thing
Phoebe
is,
is already in.
Lum can't tell when he has, like, an item out, still.
Yeah. I think just spamming is going to be a hard thing for Lum to survive, really.
Yeah.
Round 2.
Because Rook has lots of ways to trade, at minimum.
Granted, Rook hasn't gotten super,
And
which is the
Roll
thing
is very
to
easy to-
really beat that cartwheel.
Oh,
And that beats the roll. Oop. Oof.
it just needed to block, I think. Because much
Yeah.
harder for Lum to deal with if Rook starts blocking.
Yeah.
Phoebe has no idea what items are on the stage from it. Just that there was a thundercloud.
Yes. Although, I believe, like, jump, what is that? Ground pound.
But that's
Earthquake.
jump C. Earthquake, yeah.
Earthquake is a good counter to that, I think.
Oh yeah, Earthquake. Earthquake is very good against roll. It's actually a good option to keep Lum trapped in the corner, because Lum loves rolling out of the corner. It is his best option for getting out, but an Earthquake will stop that,
Yeah.
making Rook the most painful person to be trapped in the corner against is Lum.
Okay. They're even on rounds, so
Yeah.
it doesn't look like either side is majorly or is having a really
Oh,
big
that
issue right
time.
now. Ooh. Grant maybe didn't
Roll
know
with
that
only
Rook
trade
was
without.
right next to him.
Round 6. Fight.
This is very impressive.
Okay.
Usually working very well. Oh, and catching it with the C at last, and that is the first game going to Fee Bee.
Okay.
Will we be seeing a counter pick?
Okay.
Okay, no counter pick.
Yeah. But deep consideration.
Round 1.
It's important to think things through. Oh, because he has to switch. It's because he has to switch between the windows using.
Right.
Yeah, immediately.
Ah, okay.
Here's your melon. 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 Here's your melon.
I mean, this one has a very, very clear audio cue.
Yeah, I think the right way to beat it. If you're comfortable with timing, do an earthquake. If you're not, go for vines and hope that works, because that has lots of chances of being active.
Okay, wow, that was like...
Round 2. Fight.
Melanie
Oof.
tried out the earthquake trick there, but wouldn't have known if the melons were continuing, I guess. Oh yeah, how do you know if it's going to cross up?
It seems like Grant is mostly just jumping and then doing stuff now. Oop, got hit by the own bomb.
Because you don't know there's a bomb there, do you? So
Nope.
Fee Bee luckily being blown away, otherwise that would have been it.
Yep. Oh wow,
Dodging
dodged
the
the
bomb.
bomb.
Armored through the thundercloud. It's really fun seeing someone do the right thing based on information they could possibly know.
Ah. Knew that dice was there, even though they didn't actually know.
But,
Back to the
they know
rolls.
that with the possibility of dice, but not if it was actually there. Cleared out a die. No, in the thing that could have only been to clear out that die. I think.
Fight.
Okay. Oh.
Fee Bee seems to have a very good sense of what to be doing at a given time.
Yep. Still, a more
What's the gun?
earthquake would probably make this match a bit.
Yeah, an earthquake would stop Lum from doing all of his stuff.
Yeah.
But up to match point for Fee Bee.
Fight.
Oof.
So
The skill
hold on.
coins. Even more skillful in that you don't even see that you're doing it.
Yeah. Skill points just as unreactable in this.
Oof. That was a
Ooh,
cross. That probably would have been a 2 damage into the bomb though.
Round 6.
yeah.
Fight.
But if the super had been slightly later, I think it...
Fee Bee thinking that Lum was right nearby, but
wasn't
okay.
the case. Oh,
There's-
good throw.
There is 2 food on the field.
And
Okay,
Lung gets
finally,
the food, but
somebody
with a
ate.
throw, so that food didn't actually matter.
Oh,
Phoebe
and-
takes this match.
You win.
2-0.
Yeah. Lum made sure to clean up the food before the round ended, or the match ended.
Which means that was the bracket reset. They continue.
Okay.
And they have asked if they should repick. I think.
Yeah, repick.
I've also told Zagrand, who I assume on Twitch. Oh no, he's in the Discord. Okay. Zagrand says no rule set.
Okay. We saw the blind masters go at it, and now it's time for them to take off their blindfolds.
Yeah, the two strategies of. Okay. So Zagrand says the ones that EDM'd. Okay, so. Yeah. And what will Phoebe say? Okay, looks like they're playing the same characters.
Okay. Wow.
It looks like it's just going to be a normal match then. Oh, I have been disconnected from the server.
Ah, I was too, so whoop.
I've asked them to reconnect to each other. Okay, and now they are both online. Cool.
Cool.
But yeah, so we're going to be seeing what that matchup looks like when it can. Going to be very different, I'm sure. If it's not, I'd be very surprised.
Let's see. Is it the same character or the same person with each character, or is it just?
It's the
or
same
did they
person with
switch?
each character. Oh, apparently they have gone offline. Weird. They've both
Okay.
gone offline.
Weird for that to happen at the exact same time.
Yeah. Okay. XagrandK is back online.
Yep.
Okay, they are both on. They are both online now.
Okay. And they're getting into the
there they go.
match.
Rook. Unshakable. Ante up.
Trying to decide which. It's very important to choose which stage correctly. That can change the match entirely. Though I actually honestly do take whichever one
Round one.
as
Fight.
support enters what is to come.
Okay. They're on different sides this time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they were doing the side repick, counter pick.
It's very important. Phoebe getting Zagrand straight into the corner and taking the round using that, because in this matchup, Lum is heavily disadvantaged in the corner. Because he can't get out, he can't do much with it. So it's basically Rook OP squared in terms of how painful it is. Oh, didn't quite hit.
Yeah.
And hit twice. Thank command grab for beating this out of the corner now. Taking no damage from it, impressive.
Being actually able to see the mini lums and stuff definitely helps Rook a bit. But Zagrand getting that advantage of being able to see what they are doing themselves.
And to make sure that they attack the air, because even sometimes like calling happens.
Phoebe good at these meaty.
Round 4. Fight.
Yeah. Very good. Giving Rook some cake.
Trying to go forward and grab.
Didn't trust that the super would have been worthwhile because so many items coming out. They might have all been caught.
Yeah.
Taking the round. This is game point for Phoebe.
Okay.
Phoebe has now got super thanks to that cake. But Zagrand managed to escape the corner again using that thundercloud. Immediately used more to get a point of chip. Anti-ed, but onto a cherry, cancelled out. But did let Zagrand get out of the corner. They're just chasing each other across the stage here.
Okay.
Phoebe at 1 health, but managed to chase Zagrand, trap Zagrand in the corner, but then got hit by the...
Round 6.
Yeah. That might have been checkmate or near checkmate, depending on what items came out.
Yeah, I mean, if Phoebe had waited just then, she could have thrown that super.
Yeah.
Other than that, good option. Otherwise, just the sheer amount of potential chip.
Yes. Although there was a potential for a bunch of cherries.
True. So it's a possible checkmate, possible opposite of checkmate, where you give them.
Yes. Here. Go back to full
Phoebe,
health or something. Okay, and I think that's it.
Okay, well,
Phoebe wins.
is it because they've got the? It's best of 3.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about the reset.
Okay,
Thank you.
so. Okay, what Zagrand said was Rook, and if they lose Midori. I think what that means is if they win, if she wins Midori. So
Okay.
that means Phoebe switches to Midori.
That elite, likening that round to Wild Coyote versus the Roan Runner, except the Roan Runner is getting murdered instead of the other way.
So XagrandK. Said that, but I assume this is old. I have said it as honestly as I can, with the room for clarification if necessary.
Okay, so
Round one.
Zagrand fighting for their tournament life.
Have a melon.
Yeah.
Take that.
Fee Bee managing to come from straight from losers and so far win. Is this 3 games in a row? Yeah, 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
But now it's not Rook versus Lung. Maybe Zagrand stands more. Managed to dodge the mini Lums there and the fireworks. And get the anti-air. Just before the bomb would detonate.
Round two. Fight.
Going for the cheeky tail swipe just at the start of the round. Which rarely works, but it's fun when it does. Oh, cake from Midori. Painful. Good throw there. From Zagrand. That will trade, which unfortunately is not good enough.
Round three. Fight. Whoa. Take that.
From just giving Zagrand some time to get super meter back. Fee Bee's already got the meter, so no matter for Dragon. Giving Dragon some cake, so the Dragon meter will last just that bit long. And tried to throw an item there, which would have been a fun.
Oof.
And got thrown out of super with Dragon Buster.
Yeah, didn't even need the armor, which usually lets that win anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and the pre-BT bait of a neutral A. It's a very sneaky trick that works very well when it works.
Oh wow, wake up throw.
Yeah, it's a surprisingly powerful tool for running this match. Specifically found since I
Oh,
saw
wow.
Organa's doing it very well.
That could have been quite a combo. 4 damage.
Yeah, didn't pull off the throw punish on the cross-up roll, but got 3 damage anyway and took the round, the game, the match, and the tournament.
Okay.
The winner is Fee Bee.
Awesome. Do you remember who won last tournament?
I am about to check now, because I just need to change the URL slightly.
Okay. But yeah, congratulations to Fee Bee.
Yeah, congrats. It was Fee Bee again.
Oh wow.
Fee Bee winning all these tournaments.
The king of the queen of the garden.
Yeah. Next week should be interesting because it will be a Swiss.
Yes. So,
At least, yeah,
let's see.
it should be a Swiss tournament unless people decide that they don't actually want. I haven't seen any complaint about that yet. Yeah, well played everyone who played, and thank you for participating.
Okay.
This has been fun for me.
So, we should pick what we're doing next week?
Oh, yes. So, the options are... We can't do a deck style tournament, so that's off the table. Well, we've got the Choose Your Enemy or Cursed style tournament, where you select the team that every single one of your opponents is playing throughout the tournament. Got the Roll the Dice style tournament, where you do 1v1, and you pick your character at random out of 6 chosen. Got the Democracy style tournament, which each player selects their opponent's character at the start of each match.
Since we did it this week, we no democracy next week.
True, good point. So we don't have Democracy next week. We've got Mirror Mad, where both players play the same character, which is the Many and the Few, where a random number between 1 to 4, and that is the size of the team of each player, using a tool that Daniel made.
Yep.
And we've got the Simplify style tournament, where the winner's bracket 2, using that tool again.
Yeah, winner's bracket has teams of 3, and the loser's bracket has teams of 2.
So that is 5 possibilities. Random.org. You shall prophesy what it shall be next week. Random.org gives the number 3, which is, if I can switch that tab, 1, 2, Mirror Madness.
Okay. Next week is Mirror Madness.
Every single match will be a mirror.
Yes.
And no one gets to choose what character that mirror is.
Nope.
Should be interesting.
Phoebe going, oh god.
But if you want to keep up your winnings...
Yeah. If you want to keep the crown.
Okay, so that was the tournament. Congrats, Phoebe. Good luck, everyone who plays next week. Thank you for participating, everyone who has participated. Thank you for watching, everyone who has watched. Thank you for hosting this, Daniel.
Thank you for helping me commentate. Or maybe
It's been
I'm helping you commentate. It's all a matter of perspective. But yeah, thanks y'all for showing up. And see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.